Oi, mate, 40 here. Hey, you're probably wondering, how will I know if the bloke I'm listening to is aligned with reality? How will I know if this bloke who's offering me a job is aligned with reality? How will I know if my clergyman is aligned with God? How will I know if this new person I met is aligned with reality? Like, how will I know if my spiritual guru is aligned with reality? How will I know? Right, so this is how you know if someone's aligned with God, if you're aligned with God. If they're aligned with God, if we're all aligned with God, if she's aligned with God, if the boss is aligned with God or reality. Substitute reality for God. Is if they exude serenity and contentment. If the person you're listening to does not exude serenity and contentment, they're not aligned with reality. They don't have clarity on the things that we can change and the things that we just have to accept. It's that simple. So, if listening to someone makes you feel more serene and more content, in all likelihood, that person's aligned with reality. If being around someone makes you feel more serene and content, that person's probably properly aligned with God, even if they don't even believe in God. If being around someone makes your jaw ache, feel yourself tensing around your lips or around your eyes, your back locks up, your neck gets tight, your back starts hurting you, then you're around someone who's not aligned with reality. Good people make you feel good. Bad people make you feel bad. It's that simple. Your back will tell you. If you're around someone who's aligned with reality, your back will unlock. Your breath will come more easily. You will take away a greater feeling of serenity and calm and contentment. Right. So if you're around people and they make you feel on edge, it's because they're not aligned with reality. People who are not aligned with reality make you feel uncomfortable, creepy, disgusted, tight. It's that simple. So as you go through life, and let's say that neighbor, that neighbor, you just love talking to that neighbor, even if it's only about sports or the weather. Okay, this is someone who's aligned with reality. Okay, whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. Okay, so if they exude serenity and contentment, they're dwelling in the shadow of the Most High, aka reality. But if you're listening to a talk show host and you tend to feel angry after listening to them, listening to someone who's not aligned with reality, they're manipulating your emotions for their own advancement. And most radio talk show hosts that I know, I come away from the experience of listening to them more discontented, more aggrieved, more resentful, more angry, because they're bad for me. Now, it may not even be their fault, right? We may not have direct control over what we transmit. But what is undeniable is we are always transmitting. We are always transmitting. We're either transmitting the disease, we're always transmitting grievance, we're either transmitting anger and resentment, we're transmitting rage, we're transmitting frustration, we're transmitting, the elites, they're just screwing you over, man. Western civilization is going down the tubes, man. This is our only hope, right? Like, we understand a tiny, tiny sliver of reality. That's the most that I can understand. I can read a book a day from now till I'm 95, and I'll only understand this much of reality. This much. That's all we can ever understand, this much. And together, maybe we can understand this much out of the entire universe, right? We're either transmitting COVID-19 or we're transmitting the vaccine, mate. That's how it is. You're either transmitting the bloody disease or you're transmitting the cure. You're either transmitting the healing or you're transmitting the sickness. So if you feel sick after watching someone, even if they're amazing, brilliant, how do you spread the word about what the MSM hides without transmitting it? Well, the first thing is, unless you are at ease and you are serene, you're going to just distort it and you're just going to bollocks it up. Okay, the red pill means you're in touch with reality. If you're in touch with reality, that means you are calm, serene, and contented. So, if you evidence a sense of calm and serenity and a proper understanding of reality, like unlike people who read 4 books on Uncle and watch half a dozen docos and then tell you, well, the thing you need to understand about Hitler is, okay, that's pretentious BS, right? You don't get to read 4 books and watch a few docos and then pronounce, well, the things that you need to understand about monetarism is, right? Or, well, Western civilization is hopeless. Like, how do you calmly transmit what is truly outrageous? By accepting reality. Okay? If the ship has struck an iceberg and within 20 minutes you have to abandon ship and there's only room on the boats for women and children, you say, gentlemen, it's been the greatest privilege of my life sailing with you. I'm sure you understand that women and children must come first. We simply don't have room on the boats for more than women and children. And let us meet our Maker with serenity. Let us meet our Maker with gratitude for all that we have enjoyed. And let us prepare. Let us prepare to meet God. Okay, 5-year-old white boy getting shot in the head. Okay, mainstream media won't cover it. How do you share that without coming across as outrage porn? I don't think you can. I don't think you can. So it is outrage porn if you focus on that. So guess what? I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do that. That question stumps me. I have no answer. I know nothing. There's no way I can think on dealing with that. I don't have the answer. I don't have the answer to a billion things. All right? So I think that's the only honest way to approach things. Like, I'll think about that. But there's absolutely nothing you can do about that little boy getting murdered. There's nothing you can do. Now, what can you do? All right? So if the left is spreading their outrage porn, so does that mean that the right needs to spread its outrage porn? Right? Is that how we compete with the left? We manufacture even more outrageous pornography. I'm not sure. I had noticed in real life that happy people are more effective. That happy people get along better with other people. That happy people form and sustain and develop relationships better than other people. That people like to be around happy people. So maybe if we exude contentment, serenity, ease, and calm, and then that transmits to other people, that they will enjoy it and they will want to spend more time with us. And then we will form a bond and we'll be able to work on projects together. So, accept the limits of what we can do. We can only understand a teeny little bit. Now, I didn't watch the David Joe Rogan interview. I can only understand a little bit of reality. There's so much that we don't understand. So we shouldn't get all bent out of shape. Oh my God, the Democrats could win. Like, remember, Western civilization was on the line, the 2016 election. It was the Flight 93 election, guys. The Flight 93. This is our last hope. We got to storm the cockpit. Remember that? And remember how exciting that was to read? Like, oh my God, Western civilization is up for grabs in 2016. Right? Now, look back on that. Seems a little hyperbolic. I mean, it was fun. It was fun, but it was false excitement. So, what do we do? Donald Trump attacking Kamala Harris for being tough on crime. Extremely cringe. I don't know. I think we laugh. The battle is freedom versus communism. Let Rick bang, bro. So I think we have to have a lot of laughs. Then what do I think Donald Trump attacking Kamala Harris being tough on crime is living in reality? No, I don't. I don't think that's living in reality. I don't think Donald Trump is a great model for how to live. I think he's the best of available options right now for President of the United States. I don't think he's a good role model for how one should conduct one's life. But we should try to get as much joy out of everybody, including Donald Trump and Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. We should enjoy the absurdity. We should enjoy the spectacle. Because what is the alternative? Right? If you just get mad about it, that doesn't do anything. That doesn't push anything positive forward. So we enjoy the absurdity of the spectacle of American politics. And where we don't get what we want, whether in politics or in the news, then that's okay. What do we focus on? Do we want to focus on what we don't have? Let's say Joe Biden and Kamala Harris win. Okay, so what do you want to think about? Do you want to think about, oh, we got these damn Democrats in the White House? Do you want to think about your brother, your sister, your friends, your hobbies, your church, your God, your 12-step program, your job, these books you want to read, these skills that you want to learn, these groups that you want to join, these volunteer opportunities that you want to take? So we get to choose what we focus on. And there's a lot of bad news. So we could choose to focus on, oh, it's so outrageous that Antifa is running wild in the streets. Yeah, look at the leader of the anti-hysteria movement. We can focus on, oh my God, all the rioting in Portland. Oh, why have all our Fortune 500 companies back Black Lives Matter, and why aren't there any dissident voices allowed on YouTube anymore, and whatever happened to freedom of speech in America? We can focus on all that, or we can focus on the beautiful sunset, the stack of books that I want to read, these symphonies that I want to listen to, these paintings that I want to finish, these skills that I want to develop. I want to spend time with my friends. I want to call my brother. I want to touch base with my uncle. There are some old people in my community I want to check up on to make sure they're okay. I really enjoy this new food that I've discovered. Right? We get to choose what we focus on. So why not choose happy, positive, uplifting, holy, good things? Why my relationships aren't working for me? Why am I accumulating debt? Why am I not improving my connection to God? Okay, so those are good questions, but you probably don't want to focus on that. Why not focus on, okay, I know that I have these skills. I know that I have these capabilities. I know that I have these good people in my life. I know that I have these programs and options and books I can read to